Hello, my name is Ali, and welcome to my channel. We are back with Mystic Destiny Serendipity of Aeons, Shinji's route. Let's go.
Fine. I guess I should check this shit out. Munchie, do you want me to walk you home, or...
No. If you're going now, I want to come along too. It's not like it's every day that a girl gets to see new magical realms. Surprisingly, Shinji puts up no resistance and simply nods to Killian.
Right. Follow me then.
With that, Killian leads us deeper into the forest. Killian leads us through the forest towards a wooden bridge as Shinji and I walk side by side. I look at Killian's back, brimming with curiosity about where we're going. Hey, Killian. We are going to ask, I think it's how should we act in front of a Fae Queen? How should I act in front of a Fae Queen?
Her Highness is a kind and humble woman, despite her great status. Please greet her with equal kindness. She adores seeing the happy smiles of others.
Oh, I see. She sounds really nice. Then I'm excited to meet her. Yeah, I know that accent is terrible, but whatever. I'm just having fun, so if you don't like it, goodbye. Anyway, Killian leads us across the bridge and we climb stone steps. The higher we go, the more it feels like all the lights are disappearing in the sky. I feel a strange sensation as we move up, like the air has become so thick that it's hard to walk further. I feel as if I'm literally pushing through some invisible barrier with just my body. Then suddenly the heavy feeling is gone and I stumble forward. I manage to steady myself in time to be blinded by a bright light. Chapter 4, already, into the mist. I blink away the blindness and I gasp at the sight before me. Wow. This is so pretty. I like this area.
Welcome to the Kingdom of Avalon, the castle of the Spring Queen.
I'm utterly blown away by the gorgeous surroundings. The detail that the castle was built with, the graceful, clean lines and integration with nature around it. It's clear the Fae value beauty and elegance considerably. I turn around to Shinji to see what he thinks of this wondrous place, but... Shinji, are you all right? Shinji stumbles and leans against the railing. He shakes his head slightly and grunts, but it seems like an immense effort for him. Ow! Sorry, I hit my toe. I start to walk toward him when I feel a hand on my shoulder. I look back to see Killian shaking his head.
The magic is just wearing off. It's best not to get in the way of it.
But... Ugh! What's wrong with my poor Shinji? Shinji's pained yell echoes throughout the corridor. I spin around to see him fall to his knees. What's going on? He hunches over, hands on both sides of his head. His breathing is drawn in shuddering gasps, and I can tell he's trying not to yell. I want so badly to go to him, but Killian's grip on my shoulder is firm. I'm forced to watch as the air around Shinji shimmers and distorts. Then the air seems to draw into itself and then pushes out like a small explosion. As it dissipates, I shrug Killian's hand off and run to Shinji's huddled figure. Are you okay? Shinji starts to stand up, but he stumbles a little toward me and I manage to catch him.
What the fucking fuck was that?
I'm a little distorted by the feeling of his heavy hands on my shoulders, so when I look up at him... Oh! He's got ears! He's got pointy ears. Is he Fae? Wait, is he really the prince? I'm guessing. I don't know. I can't stop myself from gasping. Elf-like ears peek out from under his hair, and a giggle escapes my lips.
What?
It's your ears. They're just like Killian's. Shinji's hands rush to his ears, and he slowly examines them. He feels the shape, different from usual, moving up his ear till it stops at the very tip.
Ugh, what the hell? No fucking way!
Aw, don't be upset. I think it suits you. I'm totally caught off guard when Shinji turns pink. He's blushing! Being so close to Shinji, staring at him blushing with those cute little ears. Surely I must have done something seriously right to get this kind of good luck. For a few intense seconds, we stare at each other. Enchanted by his absolute beauty, I lean in towards his lips without thinking, "Were you gonna kiss him, girl?" A gentle musical laugh floats towards us, breaking me from my trance. Letting Shinji go, I whirl around, completely embarrassed about what I was about to do, especially in front of someone. Shinji comes to stand next to me, and we're met with the stunning visage of a green-haired woman. She's pretty. My mouth drops open. Is literally everything and everyone gorgeous here? Killian steps forward.
Before you stand the Lady of the Flowers, Her Majesty Queen of Spring.
But the woman holds up a hand, and moves towards us. Now, I did look up some of these names, like Shinji's prince name, which is Prince Owen in Irish, even though it's spelled like Eogan, but it's Owen. And then this woman here, instead of Sorcha as it looks, it's Sorka. Interesting, huh? I am Sorka. Just Sorka is fine. In this case, my titles do not matter in the slightest. Killian, please have the servants bring us some seats and refreshments. Killian moves quickly to obey, and I shift my weight from foot to foot as Sorka stares at us. Or rather, at Shinji. I glance at Shinji, but he has no expression. Already, he seemed to recover from the revelation that he's not human. Well, it's not like I am either. In fact, it was because of our mothers that we both found out, isn't it? The servants appear with seats and tea, and we all sit down. I am overjoyed to see you, my sweet Owen. My heart cannot express my happiness today. I mean, truly, not today. Oh, well, whatever. Shinji only stares at this woman who is supposed to be his mother, and I start to wonder if he isn't just in shock. I know if I saw Shizuka again, I'd probably just freeze up. I can hope if that moment ever comes, I won't have to face that woman alone. I clear my throat to talk on his behalf, as Sorka gently wipes her tears. This is all so sudden. Shinji, Prince Owen, had no idea about any of this. So he's a little... Sorka nods. That is understandable. Though it is comforting to see that my son has someone so reliable and kind with him. But he was only a babe when he was stolen away from me. He no doubt believed he was human all this time. What exactly happened to Shinji? One day, Owen's father, Lachlan, simply disappeared with my precious baby after claiming he was going to visit his parents' graves. At the time, I had no idea what a despicable man Lachlan... It went from Lachlan to Lockin, right? Unless it's just me? Yeah, it went from Lachlan to Lockin. Maybe it's a nickname, I don't know. Lachlan would turn out to be. I can only guess what his goals were. Perhaps he was jealous of the prince or wanted to hurt me. I simply cannot imagine what would bring someone to commit an act like that. Once again, Sorka primly wipes her eyes, her tears. But now that Owen's true self has been discovered, Lachlan may very well come to finish whatever it is he started. There could be great danger waiting for Owen outside of Avalon. Sorka glances at me. Since you two are close, you may be at risk as well. If you do see Lachlan, do not trust anything he says, for he is a liar like no other. Why does that sound fishy to me? Why does it almost sound like she's trying to make us think that someone else is a liar? But she might be the liar. I don't know why, but I just feel it. He is a silver-tongued charmer who could trick gods into believing they were but men. Sorka looks to her quiet son. But the most important thing is that you have been found, safe and whole. The single fact means the world to me. Not a day has passed that I haven't thought of you and wondered where you... Shinji stands up, seemingly unaffected by Sorika's emotional speech.
I need to talk to my mother.
But she's right here. Oh, right. Of course Shinji would want to see the woman who raised him at a time like this. His entire world has been flipped upside down. If I could have gone to my dad back then, I would have too. What? Please don't leave. I have lost you once, and I'm afraid to lose you again. Lachlan is a very informed man. If we have found you, then there's no doubt in my mind he knows that you're alive and here already. Why can't I read hers?
It'll be fine. I just need to talk to her.
If you must, then I have no choice but to let you go.
I don't like how she reacted. Is it just me? But do you feel like she's being almost needy? I don't know.
But please, be careful.
Sorika's brown eyes, so like Shinji's, turned towards me. They don't look the same, the eye color. His eyes almost look pinky. It doesn't look brown to me? Or is it just me losing my mind? Anyway.
Would you perhaps stay in Avalon? We can keep you safe from Lachlan if you do.
I turned that unexpected question over my head. We are going to go with Shinji. Yeah, why would she want us to stay? She's fishy. Is it just me, or is she fishy? I don't know. She's just... I don't like how she is. Thank you, but I'm feeling pretty tired. I'd like to go home with Shinji.
Please be safe then. Killian will direct you out. But come again as soon as you can. I have been without my only son for 22 years. I will not be satisfied with just a few minutes. Please come again and stay as long as you'd like.
I nod at Sorika, feeling guilty that we're not staying, but Shinji just walks past her. Killian signals for us to follow him out of the corridor and stops at the entrance.
Queen Sorika is such a gentle, fragile woman. She may put on a strong front, but I know that inside her heart is broken by your decision to leave. Please come back soon.
I nod, but Shinji once again doesn't respond and walks towards the steps. I scramble to catch up with him, and together we leave Avalon. When we walk outside, I'm shocked to see the sunlight greeting us. But it was definitely evening when we went in, right?
Yeah, some realms have significant time differences from others. It must be the next day then.
There, derp. My God, I can't read today. Which I say in pretty much every episode. Shinji continues striding down the steps, and I follow. I try to wrap my mind around the fact that it's now day, and I haven't even slept. Where are we going?
To Hajiwara.
I look at Shinji's back with some confusion before remembering that I've seen a Professor Miki Hirayama on the schedule. So I'm going to meet his mother finally. Shinji seems strung out. I wonder what he'll say. Shinji and I don't talk the rest of the way, but I can tell he's not as calm as he seems on the surface. When we get to Hajiwara, Shinji and I walk into an empty classroom. Empty except for one woman. Ooh, is this his mommy? Or other mommy? Or adopted mommy? I don't know. Shinji strides right up to her desk.
Shinji, your ears!
Why did you lie to me all of my life?
What on earth are you talking about? What's happened, Shinji?
I met my biological mother in Avalon. I have no choice but to believe her story considering how I look right now. So why am I finding this all out from her? Why did you hide this all my life? Where did you even find me? I want the truth.
Professor Hirayama looks genuinely confused, and I feel like Shinji's being way too hard on her. I can't remember. Ugh, it's physically painful even to try.
Shinji looks incredulous, though. I'm not lying, although I can understand why it seemed that way. I'll try a little harder. A few minutes pass, and I frown at seeing Professor Hirayama's pained face. There was a man. He had hair the color of yours. I remember that, because it was a beautiful, unusual shade. I think he was... I don't remember the details. I'm sorry. So maybe she had some kind of lock put on her memories?
Munchie, go get Hikaru.
Professor Kazuma? Seeing Shinji's intense face, I just go with it and turn to leave the classroom. I find Professor Kazuma in his classroom, reading over some papers. He looks up at me and as I approach his desk.
Come to apologize for missing class today?
What day is it exactly?
Wow, had a rough weekend? It's Monday.
I see. I guess traveling took even longer than I thought. I can't believe I lost an entire day or two. Anyway, sorry, but something critical has come up and I need your help. Shinji asked for you to come over to Professor Hirayama's class.
All right then, let's go.
I love his eyes. They're so intense. Having retrieved the professor, we leave the classroom and head back to Professor Hirayama's. I entered the classroom with Hikaru, and he looks as surprised as Miki did to see Shinji's new appearance. A grin quickly appears on his face, though, and he points to the tip of his ear.
I'm guessing that's not just a new fashion statement?
Despite the seriousness of the situation, Shinji chuckles. It's a bitter sort of sound, yet still tinged with amusement.
You know, I'd never choose something like this if I did.
True. But is that what this is about? Some magic going wrong?
Not exactly. Can you do an examination on my mom? It's complicated, but my ears are related to it. She can't remember something important about my birth.
The smile falls from Hikaru's face, and his usual serious demeanor replaces it. He walks up to Professor Hirayama, who looks miserable.
Is it all right if I examine you?
Of course. I want to remember what this is all about, too. Hikaru places his hands on Miki's head, and she closes her eyes. A faint white light appears around his hands, and Hikaru's eyes look distant for a moment. He steps back from Professor Hirayama.
It looks like there's a magical block around Miki's memories. It feels like fey magic, but it's too complicated for me to try and unravel it. It'd probably take hours if I even succeeded at it. If I messed up, the magic might completely rip her mind apart.
Ooh, that sounds terrible. What kind of parent would do something so insane? My mind instantly goes to Shizuka, who didn't hesitate to force her curse onto me. I look at Shinji as he speaks to his mother and Hikaru. He would understand if I told him about Shizuka. I think he could understand how each other feel. Wait, what? Understand how each other feel. Whatever. Even more strongly, I know I have to become closer with him now.
I need to go.
Huh? Without explaining himself to anyone, Shinji immediately walks out of the room. I'm going to let you guys go here because I am stumbling up a storm right now. And yeah, so I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!